Hey everybody, I am Heather and I'm the founder and CEO of Eden Luxe Bridal and the creatrix, aka Wedding Fairy Godmother. And today we're going to be talking about headbands and headpieces and ways that you can combine different pieces and make a unique look that is all your own. And I am, pulling up all the chat, which I don't actually see on my screen. So, hold on one second. Let me make sure I have that pulled up. I thought I did. And if the Talk Shop Live people can, I don't know. We're just going to go with it. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to talk about headbands and tiaras and, headbands and headpieces. And the first one that we're going to get started with today is the holly, which is a super popular headpiece that tons and tons of clients love. It is all simulated diamonds and pearls. And the sparkle is outstanding. This has actually been on the runway with Demetrios Bridal at Bridal Fashion Week and in Vogue España, and it is just absolutely stunning. I also wanted to mention that all of the headbands and headpieces that are in the show are 15% off during the show only, and we also have a gift with purchases over $375. I figured I'll lead with that this time because I forgot to mention that last time. And these are, well, it's backwards, but it is actually on the website. They are these adorable, they're like bridal mini emergency kits where it has all of the little things that you will absolutely need during your wedding day that you may not necessarily think about. Safety pins, breath freshener, all that fun stuff in a cute little velvet pouch. And being an ER nurse, I'm always about being prepared for the emergencies. So, speaking of emergencies, hold on one second because I really would love to have chat up so that I can chat with everybody during the show. And hold on one second, I apologize. Just bear with me because I did have it up and now it is gone. So hold on. Let's see if this is it. Fingers crossed. Yes, we got it. Awesome! Woohoo! Technology is amazing when it works and so frustrating when it doesn't. Okay, we are back. Excellent. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, drop it in chat. I can now get to you and answer your questions. Also, reminder again, all of the pieces on the show today are 15% off during the show. And you have to hit the buy button in order to purchase it. Charlotte wants to know, are they one of a kind? We do create one of a kind pieces. These are not one of a kind pieces. Most of our pieces are made to order. There are certain times of the year, like right now and during high wedding season and during, specifically for pieces that are super popular, we have a few of them on hand. Often because we're constantly making new batches of them. So they're kind of going in and out and in and out. Hope that answers your question, Charlotte. And Maria wants to know, how did I decide to start my company? Well, okay. We're going to address that very quickly so we can get to the headbands. I am a huge tiara fan, huge fan of the royal family, completely obsessed with crowns, tiaras, sparkly things, of course. I had a really hard time finding a jewelry quality tiara for my own wedding day. That was a long time ago now, and it was nearly impossible. It took me 3 times as long to find the tiara than it did the dress. And the dress, that was, the dress. So there was that part of it. After my wedding, I was bummed about the lack of sparkles in my world and getting to play with all the bridal stuff. I kind of had the bridal blues. do I design hand in hand with my clients? Elise wants to know. Yes, I do, and I will answer your question in more detail in a second, Elise. So there was the bridal blues, lack of tiaras, and then student loans from nursing school. Side gig turned into my main thing, and now I'm not working in the hospital. I am doing tiaras and headpieces full time. So I get to be there for people and have the most special moment with them instead of being there for their worst moment, which is also a gift in and of itself as a nurse, but the sparkly ones are more fun than the blood and all that stuff. So anyway, hope that answers your question, Maria. Elise wanted to know, do I design hand in hand with my clients? Yes, I do. For example, Elise, we were just talking about this headband, the holly. I have made this gorgeous piece before with, instead of pearls, I've done different colored crystals in here instead, and I do tons of bespoke pieces, demi-bespoke pieces like this one would be. Another piece that I'm going to talk about shortly, which is the April clip. If a stone falls out, how do I fix them? Easy peasy. I will get to that in a second, Chloe. This particular piece, which is one of my all-time favorites for a simple hair clip, which is actually part of the show and 15% off during the show. This is the April, and it comes in silver, rose gold, and gold, and it's super easy to put in your hair. Boop. Simple. Clips in. You can also, with hair clips, create multiple looks. You can wear multiples of them throughout the hair, on a braid. You can wear a whole bunch of them. Is Tiara wearing it? Oh yes, Treasure, we're going to get to that. You can put multiples of them in your hair and as the bride, and then one of them can be worn by your bridesmaids, and they're absolutely beautiful. So back to Elise's question, I actually make this particular piece, and Kleinfeld in New York City carries a whole bunch of our products. And this particular hair clip I have designed with genuine rubies in them, genuine blue topaz. I had made them for a client and then decided to integrate it as part of the line, and now it's a thing. So yes, that is something that I did with and for one of our clients. Tiaras in the news. Ariel, yes, the coronation. Okay, how many of you, just drop it below, have May 6th and actually the whole weekend like in your calendar as like a yeah. Henrietta, oh, you're back. Oh, and I love the tiara. You're going to have to message me, Henrietta, after and let me know how you're getting these like emojis of these amazing tiaras that you've been sending me in the chat. They're fabulous. But yes, so someone asked me earlier, Treasure, about is wearing tiara a thing now at a wedding? Hell yes, it's always been a thing, especially for a bride. It's like literally the one day that you get to be royalty. I mean, who doesn't want to like rock a tiara all day and all night? And it's totally fine. Like even though it's not part of the show, I happen to have one right here because I always have tiaras within hand's reach at any time here. See? Ariel, Diana. Yes. Do I have that one right here? Oh, I do. Oh, okay. This one. Ariel just posted in chat an iconic picture of Diana wearing this. Hers was diamonds. This is our actual copy of the Princess of Wales tiara that Ariel just popped into chat. And this one, it's not in the show, but you can get it on the website. It is all simulated diamonds and fine jewelry set, just like all of our pieces. Obsession worthy. So, Heather asked, hope that answered your question, Ariel and Treasure. Yes, tiaras are a thing. Heather wants to know, how long does it take to make one, and are they handmade? Yes. Every single piece, whether it is a headpiece or a comb like this one, which is part of our Addison set, everything is on this type of a piece, this is hand wired. So every single bead and crystal is hand set, hand wired, put together. On a tiara like we were just talking about, which is The burger crown. Oh God, we'll get to that in a second. I love the tiara comments. Oh my God. Okay. So this one, for example, and my hair's stuck in it, of course. Hold on. Okay. So this one, since someone asked about construction, handmade. Every single stone that goes into these tiaras, they are fine jewelry set. And by that, I mean prong set, bezel set, pave set. There, let's see if I can get a good focus on that for you. But this, it is made like jewelry. There was a period of time where I was actually working with a jeweler friend of mine, and we were creating fine jewelry pieces and doing estate jewelry. Unfortunately, he has since passed away, and I'm no longer obviously working with him. But when we first started doing that, we were talking about tiaras, and he had been in the fine jewelry industry and estate jewelry for, I don't know, close to 50 years. And he was blown away, just absolutely blown away by the detailing and the work and the precision in which the stones are set and handmade in all of these pieces. So to me, that was a huge compliment, because he wasn't, part of the bridal industry. And, but anyway, rest in peace, Bob. Miss you, love you. Anyway, moving on back to headpieces. So Henrietta wanted to know, what do I think of the coronation crown? It looks like the Burger King crown. Well, I'm going to reserve comments on what it looks like until after I see it on, just, because I want to see it, and then I will have commentary on it. But I am looking forward to it. No, I am not really excited about Camilla being queen, just saying. And if y'all haven't read the book or listened to the audiobook Spare, that was very enlightening about the royal family and just the goings on. Enough said about that. Let's go back to talking about headpieces, shall we? Okay. So we're going to talk about the Addison, because this is actually, I'm going to be bringing this to Kleinfeld in June when I go back for our next trunk show. And this is one of my favorite headpieces that is a comb, and it's like a comb set. And why I love this one in particular is because A, it's moldable, and it can go just about anywhere on the head. You can put it in the back, accent a veil, but you can build. I've made custom Addison pieces for clients where I've taken 2 bunches of Addison components and parts and put them together. Yes, Henrietta, tiaras go with everything. And they make chores less miserable as well. I've done dishes and tiaras, just saying. So this, for example, the Addison, you can wear them together and create your own custom headpiece by using the multiple pieces. So the way that it's sold, it comes with the smaller comb and the larger comb. And most of my clients, they wear it on the side and then they kind of accent the back, or maybe the other side over here. Some of them have actually, yes, Maria, they are fine pieces of jewelry, truly. It's constructed the exact same way. The only difference being that the metal base is not a precious metal like gold, although they are plated with rhodium plating very thickly, which is a derivative of platinum and or actual white gold. And it's made the same way. So it is jewelry. And back to this one. So this is the Addison, 2 pieces, love it, coming to Kleinfeld, and you can make it yours today. Share this with your bridesmaids or your maid of honor. This one goes in your hair, or both. So anyway, that is the Addison. We're going to move on to the next one, which is the Margot clip, which is also another one of my, I brought 2 of them so I could show you how heavy is the heaviest tiara. London wants to know. Okay, so that one would be the Persephone crown, which is a piece that's inspired by the Luxembourg tiara. It is freaking large. It's large. It's like big. You have to be really committed to wearing that particular tiara on your wedding day. Like, you have to really want it. And there are some pieces, very few of them, but some of them you just have to accept the fact that it's going to be heavy. You may get a headache, and oh well, it's your wedding day and you're going to look amazing and the pictures are going to be fabulous and you'll get over it. So, but that's really only like that tiara, which is the Persephone crown, which is huge. Not the petite Persephone, which we talked about last week. This one is not heavy, and this is the smaller version of the Persephone crown. See? And it's not heavy. So, to answer your question, London, I've not really weighed it, but, I mean, when I ship them, like, that one is between the box and the tiara, like 1.5 pounds. The really large one that I'm talking about. So, anyway, back to the Margot clips. So, this clip is absolutely super, super versatile, and this is a crystal clip. Can you Hey, Hen. Yes, you can pass them all down to your daughter or to another family member. That's a great thing, actually, about any of the headpieces. Like, this one is the Margot clip, and this one's crystal, rhodium plating, and it's like a darker, more antiqued tone to it, and you can build with 2 of them in your hair, like here and here, to create a larger headpiece, like if you want a really big look, or put it in the back, or even you can work headpieces around. Some of my clients wear like a really high bun, or a head style, really, a hairstyle with a bump, and then they kind of accent. You can lay it across there. Elizabeth, I'm obsessed with Kleinfeld too, I have to say. Elizabeth commented and said, "Oh, I love Kleinfeld." Like, for anybody who's shopping for a dress, you should, like, that's the place to go. It is worth every moment of being there. I have been involved in the asking of the, "Are you saying yes to the dress?" question, and it was like just one of those moments where I was so excited, and that I got to witness it. The first time I actually burst into tears. I was so happy for the bride that she found her dress. And then there was one client, I was bawling for this one. One client found her perfect Panina tournée gown, and then the rep at the store that kind of oversees the Panina line actually got Panina tournée, I'm getting chills talking about it, got her on the phone, like FaceTime. Oh, I have chills right now. With the bride, and she just absolutely started bawling. Everybody was crying. It was just such a special moment. And that, someone asked me earlier, do I design pieces for clients? And that's one of the most special things to me, is being able to design something for a client. Every single one of these pieces, whether it's a headpiece, a tiara, a headband, it's going to a celebration about love, and I am part of every little piece of this, and it's like a little piece of me gets to experience that energetically, like all over the world. It's an amazing feeling and an honor, and I really love what I do. So, and I also have ADD, so I am all over the place, so I'm gonna get back to talking about headpieces. And this is the Margot comb, again, hair clip. And again, this is something that you can make yours and get today 15% off during the show. So I'm going to move on to the next headpiece that I have for you, which this is called the Opulence. And this is actually also something that Kleinfeld has of ours. And it is all Austrian crystals. It's like, you can wear it as a halo or a headband. Like, you could put it in your hair, like more like a halo, and kind of wrap it around. Of course, your hairdresser will do it much more artfully than I will be doing here live. You can wear it more like a headband like this, or wrap it around a bun, accent a bump. I'm glad I didn't really do that much to my hair before the show because now it's pretty destroyed. Anyway, this one is the Opulence, and this actually is available in gold, silver, and rose gold, and it's totally moldable, very lightweight. So if you're someone who gets headaches with something heavy on your head, a headpiece like a halo or a hair clip is definitely a good thing to consider because it's super lightweight and doesn't press. Most tiaras don't, most headpieces don't, but some people are going to be a little bit more sensitive. Henrietta, you are just like nailing it with all of the classic tiara emojis, or like they're just, and you've got sparkle going on. I don't know how you did that, but I need those, just saying. Chloe, yes. Ugh. I mean, and Saturdays at Kleinfeld, because when I go for a trunk show, I'm there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Saturdays are like slammed. It's like being at the airport, like in the lobby. They have different time slots where the brides come in, they have their hour-and-a-half appointment, then they leave, and then the next grouping comes in. It's like the lobby's filled with all of these like brides and moms and just friends and the entourages, and it's just everybody's so excited to be there, and then they all come in, and the energy in the salon is amazing. Like Saturdays at Kleinfeld it's just so much fun. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to move on to the next headpiece because this one is actually, speaking of Kleinfeld, one that is super, super special and that we just recently introduced there. And this is called the Celine. And this one, I'm obsessed with this one. This is all, I'm going to take my glasses off because for those of you who were here last week, glasses, headpieces, and tiaras are not a thing. They don't look good together. Don't wear it. Nobody can pull it off. This is the Celine, and it's all, I'm going to move closer so you can see, all prong set simulated diamonds, and it is absolutely spectacular. This is one of my favorite headpieces from the new collection. I mean, the sparkle is just fabulous. And these Henrietta, you nailed it again. Oh my God. These headpieces, they sparkle in the dark. Like, that's how beautiful the cut of the stones are. Like the simulated diamonds that we use are extremely high quality. They're just like diamonds. There are different quality levels of simulated diamonds, and cut, color, clarity, they all count when it comes to simulated diamonds as well. And if it doesn't, to me, it's my company, I make the collection. So for me, if it doesn't look like it just fell out of a vault somewhere or belonged to a royal family member or is at that level of amazingness, it's not part of the collection. So this is just, the sparkle spectacular because of the way the stones are cut, and the settings, they're basket settings. I'm not sure if I can really get that on camera well, but they're basket set, so the light can travel through the side of the setting and then create even more sparkle, because on your wedding day it is all about the sparkle. And there is, when it's done tastefully and elegantly, which all of my brides are done tastefully and elegantly, there is no such thing as too much sparkle. That's not something that anybody needs to worry about. Although I do get asked that a lot. If my dress has a lot of adornments on it or a lot of sparkle, then do I have to worry about the headpiece being too much or competing? No, you don't, because it's never going to outshine your dress, because your dress is the largest thing that people are going to see. And when you are appropriately styled, meaning that your headpiece accents all of the details and the flow and the feeling of your gown, it's perfect. It looks like it was made to go with it. So one piece that I'm going to pull up right now, because I want to talk about headbands and stacking for a moment. And this piece, and this is actually part of the show, this is the Angelique. And this is another simulated diamond piece that I love. And this one, it's really thin and lightweight, and you can wear it out after. But here's the really cool thing about the Angelique is you can wear one, and then add a second one. And I did this for a client at a trunk show once and created a headpiece for her with 3 of the Angeliques, and she loved it. And I put a pair of our Ines, I-N-E-S, earrings, not part of the show, but you can find them on the website, with this look. And it was just absolutely freaking spectacular. She came in and initially was like, I think I just want a comb. Anyway, we worked with it. I showed her a comb, and then I was like, just humor me. Let me just show you what this looks like with your dress. And she was obsessed. So that is 3 of the Angeliques. So you can stack headbands, and you can wear them offset like this, or you can stack them so they're like together like that. Another headband that I think I actually did add it correctly during the show, hopefully. If not, the Talk Shop Live folks can help out. But if it's not on the show link, then you can find this one on the website. This is the Nadia, and this is also another absolutely spectacular simulated diamond headband. And the cool thing with this one is with the Angelique, hold on, let's put this one like this, and then this one like this. You have a kick-ass headpiece. Never mind the hair, sorry. A kick-ass headpiece that is fully your own look just by stacking. And you can do that with whether it's these headbands or with any of the other headbands. And I have some more that I'm going to show you that look really cool stacked as well. So that's what this looks like together. This is the, hold on, the Angelique mixed with, I can't get it straight. You get the point. The Angelique and the Nadia. They're fabulous together. And then add the Ines earrings, I-N-E-S. Those are on the website. They're amazing. That whole look is an absolute vibe. And one thing I did want to mention, oh, Henrietta, that tiara that you just emoji'd me, it's fabulous. That one is, I think, by Chomé. That's part of their new collection, a recent, excuse me, pardon me, a new collection tiara that they made recently. And I actually, how would you choose which metal color is best for us? Good question, Lily. Let's talk about metal color. So a lot of clients, who's my favorite celebrity client? We'll get to that in a minute. How do we choose metal colors? So a lot of brides think, oh, well, it's ivory, it should be worn with gold. Not necessarily. And most of the beading, if your gown has beading on it, most of the beading is silver toned and therefore should most often be put with a silver metal tiara. That being said, there are no specific rules. Like, you're not bound to a specific, like, it has to be this or it has to be that. That's the cool thing about Bridal, is that it's your day and you get to make the rules. That being said, there are, like, for example, this headpiece, and I'm going to get back to metal color in a second. So this headpiece is the Mev. Okay, so this one is gold. And the metal is gold, but the crystals pull silver and the pearls pull ivory and white. And when I say pull, I mean visually from afar and in your photos. When I'm styling clients, I'm styling not just for what looks good, like in real life with their dress, but mainly also what's going to look best in the photos. Because after your big day, you don't have anything left from your wedding other than your spouse, of course, and the memories. But you're going to be looking at your photos for the rest of your life. So every single detail that you are wearing better match perfectly and create a totally harmonious aesthetic in your photos, because literally that's what you're going to be looking at. You, your spouse, and everybody else for the rest of your life are going to be looking at your pictures. So it really has to go completely together. So metal color, again, go from the beading. Also, a lot of clients are like, oh, well, my ring is gold or rose gold. Nobody cares the metal of in your ring, because, for example, this, pretend that the metal of this was gold, you'd see mainly silver because there's diamonds. So that visually pulls silver, and your hands are doing this. Your whole night you're dancing, you're doing this. Nobody is going to see the little bit of metal that is on your finger. They're just not. So you pick what goes with your dress. And back to Lily's question, which is kind of what I'm still answering. So if you want to integrate different colors together, you can do that. That's the cool thing about there's no rules. You get to make your own rules. And now we're back to talking about stacking. So this is the Mev headband in gold. So this has actually been done. Dimitrios had their models where a few of these, this one needs to be pinned in so it doesn't flop off. But this one, they had their models wearing multiples of them on the runway. They did like a gold and a silver, because it really creates a beautiful contrast, and the silver integrates with the silver of the stones here, and it's just really elegant. And when you do interesting things with your headpieces, you are really creating a look that is all your own. Because as I've said previously on our last show, there are going to be thousands and hundreds of thousands of brides that may be wearing the same dress style that you've chosen for your wedding day, but how you wear it and how you accessorize it makes it absolutely your own, and it creates your own bespoke look with your dress. And when it comes to styling clients, if anybody is not sure about the perfect thing to pick, please hit me up on the website and message in the contact us, because I'd be happy to style you. I just need gown pictures and to know the vibe of your wedding and kind of what you have in mind, and just fill out the form. We'll talk. I'll get you hooked up. How do you keep tiaras on? Sierra wants to know. That is an excellent question. So when it comes to tiaras and headpieces, most tiaras just sit on your head because they have this thing in the back that's like a headband. I don't know if you can see that. So it just kind of like sits there. Like, it's not going anywhere. I mean, and actually when I adjust all of the arms when I pack orders up to go, and my husband laughs at me all the time because I put them on my head and I always go like, to make sure that they're not going to fall off and they're adjusted properly. So that's how they stay on. If you ever want to further secure a tiara, so for example, this one, it has an arm. Your hairdresser will pin, bobby pin, and cross pin inside, like hidden under the hair, so you don't see it. And then that way, if you are a particularly enthusiastic dancer or going to be headbanging at your wedding or jumping up and down, it won't come off. A headpiece that is, this is a wired headpiece, so this doesn't have as much structure to it naturally versus something like the Angelique, which is actually a headband. So this just sits there, like you don't even need to pin it on to further hold it. But something like this, just because it's not a hard structured piece, although you could probably, well, you definitely can bend it like that and then just have it boop, sit on it. It's not really going to go anywhere. But a piece like this, if you want to further secure it, you just clip it with your hairdresser will bobby pin it and cross pin it and hide it in your hair. Kate, the queen lived to be in her 90s. I dare say there is no age cutoff for tiaras. You are correct, Kate. No age cutoff. And honestly, that's right, Chloe. There are tiara girls. I have found that there are there are a couple different kinds of brides that I come across. There are brides who are like, oh, I'm wearing a tiara. Like, they have embraced their inner, and I'll answer your question, Aileen, about how you clean and polish them momentarily. There are brides who are like, I'm wearing a tiara. I was one of those. And they have no compunction about feeling like royalty, rocking a tiara, rocking a big crown for the day. They are totally comfortable in their own princessness. And then there's brides who are like, well, I really want to wear one, but I'm afraid that people are going to think some kind of way. Of those people, it doesn't matter what they think. What you want to wear on your day is how you should wear your hair and your accessories. If you have an inner desire to wear a crown and embrace that inner princess for that one day of your life, that it's like legal for you to do that, please do. Don't miss the moment and just wear it, rock it, embrace it. And then there are other brides who are like, nope, I'm not a tiara girl, but I want something really sparkly. Oh, we're going to meet Snuffleupagus again. Come on up, 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 up. Up, up, before you start yelling. Come on, up, up. We're running out of time. Let's go. Stop looking at me. Okay, she'll be here in a second. So there are other brides who are all about the sparkle and don't want to wear a tiara for whatever reason. I can't fathom why, but that's what the really amazing headpieces are for those brides. So back to Aileen's question of how do you clean and polish tiaras. So how you clean and polish tiaras and headpieces are, you should use Windex. Don't spray the Windex, please, on your headpiece. Do not do that. And if it has pearls on it, you have to be especially careful. I'll get to that in a second. Spray it on a lint-free cloth like the flour sack towels from Target, the French flour sack towels. Just spray a little bit of Windex on it and blot gently. And blot, okay, for the love of God. Sorry. This is Snuffleupagus. This is her room. I live in her house. Sorry. For those of you who have cats, you know what I mean. You blot. You don't want to rub, because if you have something that's prong set or also delicately, like something that has a little bit of bend, you don't want to accidentally like get it caught and then rip it and then you break your headpiece. That would not be good. If you have something that's crystals but has pearls and Windex are not friends. So don't use the Windex on the pearls. Just use on the cloth and blot gently, and then just blot over the crystals and just dab. And it takes off, because when you handle them, the oils from your skin, your hair products, whatever, they get on it and they make it slightly less sparkly until you wipe it off again, just like glasses. Then it makes it sparkle more. So that's how you do it. All of that for her just to literally jump down. I don't understand what the big deal is, but anyway, moving on. We're going to talk about another one of does my cat have a tiara? No, she doesn't. She won't even wear like a collar. I put a collar on her like in the beginning when I first got her, and she just went like and rolled over and laid on her side and like wouldn't move. Like, what is this? I'm going to die. I mean, she won't wear a collar. She won't wear a tiara or crown or anything. So sadly, no. But of course, if she would have an entire wardrobe. Yes, Maria. It's a cat thing. They just, they have their own agenda. I did make a crown for a squirrel. There's a squirrel I follow. I mentioned this last week. I won't go into it too much, but there's a squirrel I follow on Instagram. This girl is a squirrel. Her mom puts hats and costumes on her, and for her birthday, I actually made her a custom, very tiny, it was like about that big, crown, and sent it to her. And then someone actually painted a portrait of her, like actual paint and a little teeny canvas of her wearing the crown. So it's like fine art for squirrels. Amazing. Anyway, we're going to talk about this one, which is the Samantha. So this This one, I'm obsessed with this one. This, actually, Kleinfeld has this. And this one, it's kind of like an amalgamation of a headband and a tiara. And Demetrios Bridal, they also used this in their most recent campaign as well for their lookbook shoot. And it's just, it goes with everything. And it's really lightweight. And just look at the sparkle. I can't tell if it's sparkling really a lot because I don't have my glasses on, but I'm guessing it is. And it's such a beautiful piece. It's really unique. And it's for the brides that want kind of a tiara, but are also more of a headband girl. This just kind of, it gives you the best of both worlds. And again, super high quality simulated diamonds. It's all prong set, and the headband that it's on, there are pin loops at the ends. Nobody's gonna need them or use them. But you could also put ribbons, like if you wanted to tie ribbons on the end and then tie it under your hair, if you wanted it really tight, something like that, you could certainly do that. But this honestly is one of my favorite headband tiaras that we have. And this is the Samantha. And Snuffy, what? What? You have food. I know you have food because we just fed you. Okay, well then just jump up, make an appearance. I don't know. And that's exactly, she's a black cat. So Henrietta, you got it. That's the perfect Snuffy emoji. Up, up, come up. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. Try making a headpiece with a cat on your shoulder like this. Now that is a talent for sure, because I've had many times where she just won't leave me alone while I'm trying to make a headpiece, and it's either an argument between Snuffy standing next to my chair going like this, yelling at me, or I just pick her up and let her sit on my shoulder and struggle. It's easier to struggle with her on me than that. This one is a new piece that is called the Gala. And this is actually also at Kleinfeld. And I think I uploaded this to the show. If not, then it is on the website and I will upload it to the show. This is my newest favorite. There's always a new favorite because there's just so many of them that are so beautiful. And if I was getting married now, it would literally be just a nonstop fashion show of headpieces and dresses and all kinds of gorgeous sparkliness. But this one, Maria, beautiful. Love the Samantha. Plus, you could wear it. You could wear a lot of these outside of your wedding, which is one of the things that I love about headpieces. And it's really just a matter of giving yourself permission to sparkle and shine and be okay with that, because some people are like, ooh, what is everybody going to think? Who cares what anybody thinks? It looks amazing. I wear headbands and headpieces like this one. This is, like I was saying before, my newest obsession. This is the Gala, and it's a 3... Okay. Yes, I have seen that emoji with the cat jumping on the head. No fur headpiece is coming unless it's an actual live cat. I don't do fur. I did have a client who owned a fur company, I think, and I did a feature on her until I realized that, and then I took her off because I'm very animal rights, and like there is no fur in my world unless it's on a living creature or faux fur. That's acceptable. I also don't make pieces with feathers for the same reasons, because they literally rip them out of the birds in China, like while they're alive, and then they let them grow back. It's horrendous. So I'm a vegetarian, needless to say. Anyway, no fur. This piece is the Gala. It's all, I don't know if you can see it. They're all beautiful, beautiful marquise stones. And you can wear this at your wedding. You can wear this at your rehearsal dinner. You can wear this after your wedding. I'm actually going to a client's wedding in a couple weeks. I made her a custom headpiece, and I'm deciding between wearing this piece or Where's the other one that I was going to wear? Or the Angelique, which I already showed you, or this one, which is part of the show. This one is like super, super simple. This is just Austrian crystals, and this is called the Tara headpiece. And this is just a very simple, thin headband. Like, I would definitely wear this out to dinner, not with glasses again, no headpieces and glasses. It just looks horrible. So I would wear something like this. You could wear this to someone else's wedding because this is petite enough where you are not competing with the bride. Don't ever, ever, ever wear a piece that would be competing with the bride. Like, that is the worst. That's as bad as wearing white to someone else's wedding, unless of course that's on the invitation where they want you to for whatever reason. Don't do it. But this is a piece, and this is the Tara, where you could wear this every day. You could wear this out to dinner. You can also, the cool thing about headbands is, and I've started doing this, you can just kind of like roll your hair and then take a little bobby pin and then bobby pin there. Do the same thing on the other side and then bobby pin either right here or pull it around this way, and then you have like a half up, half down, and it's really beautiful and super simple and easy to do. And then of course, any headband, you can certainly do the classic headband look. I mean, I've worn things like this to meetings with clients, business meetings, you know, with the regular way with your hair swept back, because that's a much more casual way to wear a headband than placing it like that. That's kind of the way that I recommend wearing them for different events. Tiara, Aileen. If you fall into the pool by accident, will the tiara be ruined? So, okay. It depends on the tiara. I mean, it's not like a phone, so it's not gonna go on the fritz and die. I mean, I would, if you fall into the pool with a simulated diamond tiara, it's going to be better than a crystal tiara, just because the crystal tiaras, they have their epoxy set, whether it's a branch or cup set in a tiara. Like, do I have a crystal tiara here? No. Oh, yes, I do. So, ooh. They're pretty sturdy also. Hold on. This is a simulated diamond tiara that literally just fell like 2 shelves down and it didn't break. So these kind of tiaras, just clean them off, like rinse them off. If you fall into a chlorinated pool or salt water or something, rinse them off with fresh water immediately. Shake them off, dry them, put the hair dryer, like keep them, like dry it off, get it dry, because you don't want it to be wet. Will it ruin the metal? No, because it is thickly plated, just like my diamond jewelry is. So it's not going to corrode it or mess it up or anything like that. But you really don't, just like fine jewelry, you need to take care of it. You don't go swimming in a chlorinated pool or go in the ocean with your jewelry or your diamonds, because you're not supposed to. It's not healthy for it. It's just better to keep it in your room, on the beach, keep it dry, keep it clean, and don't wear it in the pool. That's my answer. I hope that answers your question, Aileen. And if you fall into a pool by accident and you're wearing a tiara, I would honestly be way more worried about the dress, or maybe how much you drank at your wedding. Why are you falling into a pool by accident? Why are we worrying about that on one's wedding day? Although I've seen a lot of wedding bloopers, like you can already tell, like when the bride and the groom, they're walking out on the dock and there's a whole bunch of people, you feel it's going to collapse, so you can feel it coming. When it comes to your wedding day and water, I would just stay far away from bodies of water if you can avoid them. Don't stand next to the pool. Don't walk out onto a dock with a bunch of people. It's just common sense to me, because once you've gotten drenched, the rest of your wedding, your photos are ruined forever and your dress is messed up. And I mean, just don't do it. So I hope that answers your question, Aileen, about falling into a pool accidentally and tiaras. So I'm going to move on to the next piece that I wanted to talk about, which is the holly. And this one is actually, oh wait, we talked about this one already in the beginning. It's also available in gold. That was really the only thing that I wanted to say extra about the holly. And this one's part of the show. So if you want to buy this one and get 15% off during the show, hit the buy button and then you can have 15% off. Also, yes, Lily says, don't fall into the pool, Aileen. Just don't fall into the pool. Don't do it. It's not good. The other thing that I wanted to re-mention is all of these bridal mini emergency kits. I know it's not a big deal, but it's really cute. And I have a thing for like little itty bitty bags. And this, like, I just decided I needed these just because, I mean, like it has everything like in it. I'm not going to take all the stuff out, but like, I mean, that's super cute. And here's all the stuff that comes in it. It's on the website. You can look at it. But any orders over $375 placed during the show, I have them in ivory velvet, blue velvet, and rose velvet. Who doesn't like a cute little gift? And you can actually put this in your purse for after. This would be like a great Tampax thing for small. Well, maybe not. Anyway, ew. It's good for your purse. Moving on. So another headpiece that I wanted to talk about that is part of the show and actually a new drop and at Kleinfeld is the Grand Fabrice. This headpiece is amazing. Headband. And this one is beautiful for a wedding day, for your ceremony look or for your after look, your party. If you want to do a tiara, rock a tiara during your ceremony and then switch to a headpiece, headband style after. A lot of clients also wear headpieces and hair clips and headbands for their rehearsal dinner. There's multiple accessory moments during your whole wedding process. Like if you're one of those girls like me who wants to wear as much sparkle as possible at any given time and will take any opportunity to do so. And plus being a bride is fun. To be honest, it's kind of a bummer when your wedding is over, which led me partially to start my own bridal business. But it's like you get bridal blues. Like, it's all over. Like there's nothing fun to play with anymore. And if you milk your events, like you can be like, you know, the little white dress and the jumpsuits for all of your bridal shower, your engagement party, your engagement shoot, like all of these things, you should be wearing the mirrors. Okay, Henriette, I'm going to talk to you about how the mirrors mirror the tiaras in a second. But you should be milking every event moment that you can to sparkle, be the bride, and accessorize. This is literally the one time in your life. Most of us have been dreaming our whole lives, whether it's healthy or not. We've been dreaming of our weddings since we were like little. It is what it is. We have, and why not enjoy every single moment? The day of, and I'm speaking as a bride, it goes so freaking fast. You're like, oh my God. What happened? Like I put all of this energy and effort in and focus on everything and it's over, which is part of the sad process. So wear as many pieces as you can, enjoy every moment, make every moment throughout that time period in the lead up to your wedding, bridal. Why not? Why not? I am giving you wedding fairy godmother permission. You have permission. Enjoy it. Whether you're getting your stuff from me or from anybody else, sparkle it up and enjoy it because it comes once in a lifetime, that time period. Even if you're married more than once, it's just hopefully to the same person. We're going to do a vow renewal, but it's still not the same thing. Like as far as energy and excitement because you've done it before, you know? So anyway, this is the Grand Fabrice. This one is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Again, simulated diamonds, rhodium plated, fine jewelry set, amazing. And again, 15% off during the show. Plus, you'll get one of these in whatever color you want, buying it during the show. Okay, so Henrietta, the mirrors behind you resemble tiara designs. Okay, so a little bit about me and my inspiration as a designer is that the Rococo like shapes and the embellishes and the swashes and that whole period of time of decor and architecture from like the 1700s in France is really, that is my, maybe I was, I don't know, a former life at that time, but like when it comes to outfit movies and also architectural elements that I'm attracted to and love, that it just sucks me in. So a lot of my designs for tiaras and jewelry and just the whole aesthetic of my brand also is kind of influenced by these shapes and the feeling and flow. There's just something really, I don't know, there's just something really regal about it. And especially the top of that. I know we're talking about, I'm getting the 5 minutes and we're talking about mirrors. Anyway, so it's an influence. Henrietta, thank you. And then I think there was one more piece that I wanted to talk about before I wrap things up. And this is the Laurel. This is one of my favorite, and this is a crystal piece. And this one, this is also at Kleinfeld. It's spectacular. It's available in gold and silver, and it's a leafy design. You can wear it as a headband like this. You can tilt it, hold on, you can tilt it up like more like a coronet, minus the tag, a coronet like this, and wear it like that, and then pin it up. Oops. Pin it up like that, so it's kind of like tilted. It also can be worn on the back of the head. There's some pictures on the website where one of our clients decided to adorn the back of her hair with this, and it was beautiful. So this is the Laurel. These are all Austrian crystals, and it's a really, really just absolutely beautifully sparkly piece. It's one of those like sparkle in the dark where you just don't want to take it off and you want to keep wearing it. I love this one. This one's actually, this one is actually going to Kleinfeld. I love this. I have a couple clients wearing it, and it's beautiful with an updo also. It's like just absolutely regal and elegant. And that, my dears, is the end of our show. And I would love to know if anybody would like any answers to any other questions before we sign off, because I have 3 minutes. And going. And thank you, Henrietta, for the comment. Again, if you want to make anything from the show yours with the 15% discount, hit the buy button. Also, don't forget to follow us also so that you know when we're going live. And you're going to get a super cute emergency thing with any order over $375 from the show. And with that note, thank you, Henrietta. You have a lovely weekend too. And until next Thursday, I will see you then. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and a lovely, lovely week. So, mwah. Have a great night. Bye.